everyone, this is Sue. I have a few projects I've been working on and I want to share them with you today. One of my projects is a digital, kind of an altered antique photo with an animal head on them, and I have them to be, you can buy them as a print. They're professionally printed on a certain type of premium cardstock, and there's a fox photographer, and this is kind of a sitting cat in a Victorian settee, and this is a cat with a suit. They have different vintage backgrounds on them, and this one is a rabbit with that's kind of a copy ad background. He's sitting in a chair. So those are in my Sue Olson Etsy store, and they can be bought singly. You just pick which one you want, or if you buy the set of 4, it's like getting one free. So you can go over and check that out. They're a lot of fun to make. You can frame them or do different things with them. Cut them apart, make them for journal cards. And also in my old book studio store, I have some old books that I'm going to put in there, and they are the junior classics. This one is Stories from History. They have a really cool front page. This is James Clemens, and then the pages are, you know, just naturally aged, which is kind of cool. I think they're from 1948, and you can just buy the book, or else I'm going to sell it as kind of a book cover kit, and I'll kind of show you what you're going to get with your kit. So you'll get one of these images. This image, it's from my professionally printed prints, and then there's some vintage wallpaper. So you can, I mean, you can put it on however you want. I'm just kind of showing you what you can get. This can use it as a pocket anywhere in your journal, actually. And let's see here. I've got a piece of lace and a piece of pom-pom trim that kind of matches, vintage looking. And one of my little bookmark snippet, fabric snippets, I made it into with a paper clip, so it clips on the page, has some beads dangling on the bottom. And a flower made out of a little crochet doily and some sheer vintage fabrics, and a yo-yo, and then a little piece of sequenced flower. And also, I don't know what's wrong with my throat today, but I'm kind of scratchy. And then this piece of beaded applique, and then it ties. This will be the tie. If you want to tie your journal shut, then just tie around the journal. It's plenty long. You can use it too if you want to do some type of page trims or a little fabric inside. So that'll be that one. Kind of cute. Excuse me. I love my chair. Okay, and let's see. And we have this one. This one is called The Young Folks. It's another Junior's Classic Poetry Reading Guide Indexes. They all have the same front page cover. A little bit of writing in there. This one has a pretty cover page. Has some images inside. I suppose they correlate with the poems. I just love the color of the pages. Isn't that cool? I mean, how long do we try to ink our pages to look like that? But this little bunny. You know, I love the illustrations in these little books. They're just very good. You know, I'm having trouble with my chair today. Okay, whatever. So, okay. So then for this one, like I said, you can just buy the book, or I like to kind of put some little fun kits together too. So I used another one of my prints with the fox, and another piece of vintage wallpaper, can use as a pocket somewhere or on the cover. And this really cool lace. I just love that lace. So pretty. And then I have another piece of kind of vintagey pom-pom trim that can go on there. This piece is really cool too. It can kind of go on your spine maybe if you want. It's long enough. Have another little snippet paper clip embellished with some, it's got some, like quilted I guess you'd call it, and some beads on there. Another one of the flowers. Flowers are trying to correlate with the wraparound. Oh, and here this. It's got a little piece of orange sequins. Pretty. And then this is your tie for tying your journal shut if you want to turn it into an altered book or something like that. Can be used on any journal as far as that goes. So that's this kit. The fox kit. Okay, where did I get this from? Okay, so now we have this one. It's kind of a dark blue. It's called Myths and Legends. And this one is similar to, it has just some few illustrations in it. See if there's a, oh yeah, that's pretty. A legend. Okay, so with this one, I'll have this print for a cover, if you'd like to try to make journals. This piece of wallpaper, vintage wallpaper. It's a nice big piece of lace. Here's some pom-pom trim for this one. It's kind of a light peachy color. Very pretty. And then has this applique piece with it as well. And this is the little quilted snippet bookmark. And you could put, you know, put it on pages, or it's kind of nice to, you know, if you're writing in your journal, it keeps you, you can find your page right away, clip it on. And this is the little layered with fabric, vintage fabrics, and the yo-yo. I think that's what they're called, yo-yo. Yeah. And then this is the piece of designer muslin for the tie. So that is that one. Pretty, pretty, very pretty. They're really fun to put together. Okay. And the last book I have for today, it has some more. I can make some more up. You know, if they're not in the store and you want one, just, you know, send me a message. This is Sport and Adventure. Ooh. As you know, I just love old books. Oh, it's cool. Look at that image. This little flight goggles on. Oh, gosh. Okay, anyway, well, I'm not going to look at the book all day. But anyway, okay, so that is this one. And this one, I have used my cat image for that one. This really pretty piece of lace goes on there. Has this piece of embroidery work. That was kind of pretty. And, well, we've got our little piece of vintage wallpaper. If you don't want to use them on the cover, you can use them anywhere inside. I got this old beaded piece of trim. This is the flower for this one. It's kind of similar to one of the other ones. And this is a little snippet that goes with this one. And it has this little flower too. And this is the tie for this one. It's kind of an embroidered trim all the way around it. And they're plenty long to go all the way around your journal. So those are the 4 cover kits for vintage books that I have in my old book studio. And I'll have that link below so you can go down and check that out. And also in the old book studio, I have some magazines. They're old vintage magazines. They are from 1943, Popular Photography, and they're just full of just different types of beautiful images, tips about photography tips, camera ads, and like the cover has, if you go inside, it tells you what page the information about your cover is on, so you can go sometimes and read about who it is or why he used that image. And yeah, so this one has a Bathing Beauty on the front. This one, they're all pretty similar in size. They're all black and white images and ads, war pictures. This one's a mother and daughter camera. This one is she's a model and a dog. This one, she was a prima ballerina, I guess. Kind of cool. Anyway, this one is so pretty. Little girl with a puppy. I don't know, they don't fit in the screen, do they? The pictures are pretty good in the ad. They're in the old book studio Etsy store. This is Showgirl from the Copacabana Club. Just my light a little different. Hang on. This was a gun crew member in the anti-aircraft something. Okay, so those are, I have a few more too, so if they're not in the store and you're interested, you can send me an email. This might be a kind of a long video, but if you don't like long videos, then you don't have to watch. So, let's see, I just have one more thing. I have these little, I guess you could call them muslin bags. They're like a tie bag. And I have, like, this is just the flower. These are in my Etsy store as just a flower without the paper clip and the charm. So if you want just the flower, you can buy just the flower. But these have a paper clip attachment, so you can attach them on your journal pages or however you like, or just keep it on your bag. And it's maybe a little gift bag. And inside I have a fabric postcard. Kind of was playing around with making some fabric postcards. So each one has the fabric postcard inside. Little piece of my artwork. So that is that one. And this one, the flowers are kind of the same. This one is done more in the yellow and teals. Same bag. It's still paper clipped on, like an altered paper clip. This one has this type of collage fabrics on it with a little sheer flower. That's the back of that one. So I'll put it back in later. And this one is a postcard like this. A little teapot, a flower. That's the back. Here's another one. This one's kind of pretty. This has a vintage photo in it, some stamping, and a bird, a little button. And then this one has an old photo in it too. And this is the back, little girl in there. So those are my floral muslin tie bag fabric postcard layered flower altered paper clip items. And these will be in my 58 vintage Etsy store. Like I said, they'll be linked down below. I try to keep everything that I do a little bit separated in my stores. It's a little confusing for me otherwise if I got everything in one store. So, and then my prints, and then also the book cover kits and the magazines. And let me show you my I made some little altered paper clip snippet quilted fabric bookmarks with charm dangle. And I think you've seen them in, I think, some of my past journals. And I just made some to sell just as the bookmark. And I put them on these old book pages. And they have kind of a long charm dangle on them. And, you know, you can just take, well, if you want, like say this is your journal. And you can just, this probably isn't the same size, but say I want to add this page in my journal. So you can just put the page in your journal, and then this will just clip on any page you want. So you get a journal page, and then this little quilted bookmark with the charm. And you can move the pin down. The charm can hang outside of your journal so you can see where you've been. So that gives you an idea kind of how to use them. And you know, different vintage fabrics, and the button and the angel charm on that one. And this one is a little bit shorter. The dimensions are in the Etsy ad, and has a beaded applique, and you know, just all kinds of lace and different fun ribbons and things in them. This has a never give up charm on it, little blue bead, some lace, some embroidery work, another little vintage button. This one's a little bit shorter. This is Create, it's printed on muslin. So fabric beads. I try to keep everything really flat. If it's going to go in a journal, I don't really like anything to be too thick. So, you know, they're not real thick. They're just supposed to be thin. So don't bulk up your journal. And then this one's just a little one. Short one, I should say. It's a little beaded piece on there. Button. So that is the old book page looking bookmarks. I've had these in the Etsy store a little bit. I didn't get time to make the video. A couple of these are gone already. These are kind of in the pretty pink. They're a little bit longer. They have this page that you can attach into your journal here if you like. Also has this pretty piece of stationery with it. And they're just clipped. That's how they come. They come clipped together like that. This has a longer teapot dangle. These are available. You can just buy the teapot dangle if you want. They're in my I Love It studio, and the link is below. Otherwise, it's got a little vintage button and a flower, different vintage fabrics, and some beads. Kind of a pretty soft pastel pink look. Then this is the other one. Has the beads on the bottom. Yeah, they come on the page, so they're easy to, you know, stick into your journal. So these are the latest ones I've been working on now. There have a couple of pieces of stationery note paper, and they come on this old book page with this illustrated. Isn't that pretty? Little owl, little mouse, and a teacup. So they come, okay, this is your, it's got some beads again and applique pieces, vintage. It's all kind of sewn with the freeform stitching. It's a little bead and an angel. It's like a fabric stamp. It's a little. So that is that one. And these are all in the same ad. They're pretty similar. The pages are all from the same book. And so it's basically just the bookmark that's a little bit different. So I'll show you each one. I won't take them all apart, but this is another one. It's kind of an amber stone. It's that one. Maybe I'll leave them lay here. You can look at them. And there's this one. Look at that little piece of beadwork. So cool. That's the back. It's a, I think it's a mouse storybook. And this is this one. It's an angel, a little clear button on this fabric here, a little beaded piece there. It's the story, it has some of the story on it. There's the little mouse inside. This one is another angel, kind of done in the greens. This is a little longer too. Pretty beadwork. Yeah, I really like making these. It's kind of fun. So this is another one. It's got the key in here, some more beadwork, little flower, beaded flower, a little house on the back. And this one, I think they all have an angel on a stone. Similar fabrics, different beadwork, and a mouse page. Sometimes there's a fox or an owl. And I think this is the last one. Kind of an applique piece in here. And gold beads down here. Has an owl on the back. So those are my storybook bookmark pages. These are some teapot charm dangles. And they will be available. You can check my I Love It Studio Etsy store, and those will be available there. You know, I have everything linked down below, so whichever certain things you like, just go down below and find the description of it, and then there should be a link that'll take you over to that Etsy store, and you can find them over there and see which one you like. Kind of fun to put on journals, pages, or spines, bookmarks. Kind of fun little item. When you go over to Etsy store, this is how they'll be in the Etsy store ad. They come pinned to one of my little thank you business cards. I thank you for watching. Bye now.